Hi there, welcome to ZI's Java tutorials. In this tutorial, we are going to learn about arrays. So, I have my IDE running. So, first of all, let me tell you what arrays are. Arrays actually are the collection of, you can say that it's a collection of same type of variables. And in Java, we can create arrays in different ways. Let me show you that. So first of all, we are going to creating a project. I'm naming it arrays tutorial. Okay, now we are going to creating a class. We are going to naming it as arrays. I'm checking main method. Also main method will be included in it. So in Java we can create arrays in a lot of ways. For example, the general syntax of an array is uh, data type. We have to write data type first. It's pair of square brackets, then array name, our reference variable name, equal to the new operator, then the data type, and then size will go here, size of the array. Okay, and remember this data type should be identical to this one, otherwise a syntax error will be reported. Syntax error will be reported. Okay, and so let me create an array of byte type, byte pair of square brackets, array equal to new byte, and let me give the size, let's suppose 5. So now this statement will create an array which will be named as array, and that array will hold uh, 5 values in its different locations, and those values will be of byte type. And array actually creates consecutive memory locations and stores value of the same type. So it will create 5 consecutive memory locations and will store byte type values in those locations. But how we can access to those locations, how we can store uh, values in a specific array location, or how we can retrieve values from array's specific location. For this purpose, we can use index numbers. Index numbers are zero-based numbers, and they start from 0. Then next location will have index 1, and the next location arrow then will have an array will have index number 2, and then similarly 3, and so on up to length -1. So if n is the length of array, then the last location in array will have index number of n minus 1. Let's take an example of this array. This array has size of 5. It means it has 5 consecutive locations. The index number of first location will be 0. The index number of second location will be 1. The index number of third location will be 2. The index one of fourth location will be 3. The index number of uh, fifth location will be 4. So size is 5, and its index number of the last location is, that is 5 minus 1 equals 4. Okay, and so just let me insert a value in its first location. For example, I want to insert 1 value which is of byte type in the array's location, in array's first location. So the index number of array's first location is array 0. So we have to write array and 0 in a pair of square brackets. So this is syntax to refer to a specific location inside an array. So now this statement will refer to the first location inside the array, which is named as array, and will assign value of 1. Similarly, we can assign values in this fashion to all other locations. For example, array 1, 2, 3. And we will also, so in this way we can assign values to the specific array's location, and we are assigning a value of 1 to first location, and then we are assigning value 2 to the array second location, and similarly we are assigning value of 5 into array's fifth location, which has index number 4. And in similar fashion we can also retrieve elements of the array. Let's suppose I want to print specific elements inside array. For example, I want to print the value of third location inside array. So the third location of the array has index number 2. So I will print second location's element inside the array in this way. Now this statement is referring that print me out on the console screen the third location. Yeah, the third location of the third location uh, the third location's value inside an array, which is 3. So let me check that out. I'm setting it, running it. As the 3 is popped out on the screen, you can see it. So and we can also do it easily to reduce our code size and to keep our code compact. We can use a different kind of loops with array for accessing value in it inside the array. We can use for loop, we can use while loop, we can also use for each loop. Let me demonstrate how to use for loop with arrays. The array name is array, and I'm gonna calling it .length attribute. So the .length attribute will actually get the value of the size of the array. So in this case the .length will have the value of 5 because the size of the array is 5. So this loop will iterate for 5 times because it will start from 0, and then when I becomes 4 it will execute, but when I becomes 5 the condition will become false and the loop will not be further executed. And now let me just check. I want to take values for array on runtime on console screen. So for that purpose I will use scanner class object scan equal to new scanner system.in. Let me import that scanner. So scanner is in actually a util package. Now I want to print a message to the user on console screen that please enter values to an array. Okay, then array I equal to scan dot next byte. So in this way I can take values for array from user on in runtime during runtime on console screen for this array which is named as array. And similarly I can use for each loop for printing this array's element. And we have array naming is array. So with the help of while loop, I'm taking values from user on the console screen for the array, and with the help of for each loop, I'm printing those values on the console screen to the user. So as the message popped out that please enter value from array, for array, okay, I'm entering 1, 4, 6 random values, and here you can see it is printing me those values out. Let me to be more specific. I want to print message that the elements of an array elements of array are was missing semicolon. So here the elements of array are is shown on the console screen. And similarly, now let me just show you that how we can process arrays. For example, I want to sum all of the elements of an array. So how we can do summation of the elements inside an array with each other. So for that purpose, yeah, for example, yeah, I have to take an accumulative counter. Let's say int sum equal to 0. Then I will take for loop for int I equal to 0. Now less than array dot length plus plus. Again, so sum equal to sum plus array. And this way we can print. In this way we can sum. We can find out the summation of all values of inside an array with each other. So this sum variable here is now the summation of the array. Actually, it has summation of all elements inside an array with each other. So I can use this variable to print that sum and to display that sum on console screen. The summation is equals to plus sum. It's asking for values. Here we have the summation is 10. As you can see, we have 2 in each location, and there's 2 to 4, 4 to 6, 8 and 10. So here we have the summation is 10. So in this way we can do different kind of operations with arrays. So these were the basics of array. And arrays in Java is of two types. There is one-dimensional array and two-dimensional array. And in this tutorial we have discussed one-dimensional array. And one-dimensional array actually creates consecutive memory locations either vertically or either horizontally in the computer's main memory. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed it, and in next tutorial we will discuss some more about arrays, that how a method can receive an array as an argument, and how a method can return an array, and how maximum or minimum can be found out inside an array, blah blah. So we will discuss more about arrays in some other next tutorials. Till that, take care of yourself, and bye bye.